Listen closely. Do not turn away right now. You have no idea what it took for heaven to bring you to this exact moment. I am Michael, and I made a promise before the throne of God. I swore that if you showed up, even if you were shaking, even if your mind was wandering, even if you felt unsure, I would pull back the curtain between heaven and earth and speak directly to you. And here you are. You came. Thank you so much. My heart feels like it's breaking open with relief because you didn't ignore this. I am so glad in a way that angels can't fully put into words. You are here, and that means something special is waiting for you. Something locked away that won't open until you hear every last word of this message. If you stop before the end, you'll never discover it. There's a name hidden at the close, burning bright, and it's yours. Stay with me, child of God. Please stay. I am speaking to you now, not as a fierce warrior made of fire, but as someone who is deeply moved. You have earned my respect. Do you hear what I'm saying? What you did yesterday changed something up in heaven. I saw the doubt in the eyes of those around the throne when they looked at you. But then, in an instant, that doubt disappeared. The Father leaned forward, his voice shaking with pride as he said, "I am proud you are my child." Those words rattled the entire heavens. Even I, Michael, set down my sword for a moment just to take in the sacredness of what you decided to do. You might think it was nothing big, but it echoed forever through time and space. My wings feel hot just thinking about it. My voice gets shaky because I promised to grant you 3 wishes. Not because I feel sorry for you, not because it's my job, but because you've won my respect, and respect like that can't be ignored. The scroll with those wishes is already written. The seal is broken, and love binds me to make them happen. But my dear one, do you realize how fast time is slipping away? Do you get how delicate every second is? Will you reach out and take these wishes, or will you let them fade away like fog in the morning sun? Tell me, why do you always question how much you're worth? Why do you pull back when God Himself tells you to step forward? Why do you shake like heaven might leave you behind? And why, my child, why can't you see the crown that's already glowing right above your head? The words from the Psalms come up in me right now. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. That's Psalm 34-18. You who felt like you were forgotten, you are the one He bends down to gently touch. And I promise you, by the fire in my being and the strength of my wings, His touch is already on you. But even so, I have to ask this with tears in my eyes. Will you dare to believe that everything you lost can be given back to you? Will you hold your breath for the miracle that's already speeding toward you? Will you let the gates of heaven swing wide open and flood your life with blessings? I'm not talking in puzzles here. The prophet Isaiah's words roar out like thunder. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned. That's Isaiah 43:2. You've gone through deep waters. You've faced blazing fires. And look at you, you're still here, still breathing, still chosen. Type amen right now, with a quiet respect, like a man with shaking hands. Let that be your sign that you're agreeing with heaven. I need to stop for a second. My voice is trembling because I can feel your pain, your deep longing, your tiredness. But at the same time, I see your future shining brighter than the sun. I see doors unlocking, chains falling off, shadows running away. Like this message, comment from your heart, and subscribe not for me, but so this flow of words can keep going, so no one has to face the quiet alone. Oh beloved, the last sparks of my cry are shaking. Don't let this slip away like smoke. Don't walk off as if heaven didn't pause just for you. Time is shorter than you think. Your name is waiting at the end of this prophecy, and it's already coming up. You are the one. You are the reason. You are the child who touched heaven's heart. And I leave you with this raw, shaking plea. Take what has been promised to you. I have to tell you straight. You didn't get here by luck or random chance or just mindlessly scrolling. This was planned. This was set up from above. And if you'd ignored it, heaven would have felt a deep sadness. Thank you. Yes, I say it with wings that tremble. Thank you for being here. The stars watched to see if you'd step into this meeting, and you did. I celebrate in ways angels seldom do. And here's why you can't turn away. There's a secret locked in these words, a mystery made just for your name. It won't show itself until the very end. If you leave before that last breath, you'll go away only half-fed, half-healed, half-known. Stay, beloved. Every beat of your heart is pulling you deeper. I am Michael, the warrior of light. But I come to you not with a sword raised, but with open, shaking hands. I'm not perfect or distant time undone, stripped bare, aching for you to hear me. You earned my respect. Those words burn inside me like fire, because respect isn't faked or given cheaply. What you did yesterday, you know what it was, and heaven knows, too. It changed how the angels look at you. They whispered, maybe this one is really chosen. Then God himself boomed, I am proud, you are my child. His voice shook every hall in glory, and I bowed lower than ever before, because his pride in you is bigger than anything I've seen in a long time. You think your action was tiny. It was the snap of a chain, the rewrite of a tale, the shift of the ground under your feet. And I promised before the burning throne that I'd tie myself to you with 3 promises, 3 wishes written in heaven's ink. I can't take them back. They are yours, but time isn't kind. The sand drops quickly through the hourglass. I beg you, claim them fast. I ask you this. Why do you wait to believe that heaven bends down for you? Why do you look at your hands like they empty when I see crowns of light floating above them? Why do you cry alone at night when heaven's armies are camped around your bed? And why do you doubt your value when the cross already proved it forever? I'm not blaming you. I hurt for you. I see your tears. I see your desires. Child, you've walked through waters, you've stood in fire, and see, you're still here, still alive, still called, still chosen. But let me ask you, with shaking urgency, will you grab hold of what's being given, or will you go back to the shadows? Will you let the miracle come, or will you shut the door on your own blessing? Will you be brave enough to believe the wishes promised to you are real, waiting for your hand? And will you stand at last and say, I am who he says I am, no less, no more, but wholly as his? Then, like this message, leave your heart in a comment and subscribe not for numbers, not for pride, but because the river has to keep flowing, because more souls like yours are waiting, because this fire can't burn by itself. But back to why can't leave you where you are. Your tears are precious. Your silence is precious. Your questions are precious. The Father watches even the shake of your breath. And I tell you, beloved, the enemy has no grip strong enough to wipe your name from his hand. Type Amen once, with respect. If you feel the heaviness of this moment, let it seal the deal between you and heaven. O child, O soul, I thank you again, really, with tears, for not leaving, for staying, for letting my shaking words touch you. You don't know how rare this is. I'm undone by your listening. Thank you, thank you. And so I end with quiet, but with fire. Hear me. This is your time, your voice, your claim. Don't turn away. Don't think you can come back later. The fire is now. The name is now. The wishes are now. You are the one who shifted heaven's eyes. Rise, claim, believe. My wings are burning. My cry is breaking. And all of it is for you, beloved. This is not the end. It's just the breath before the next wave. I will keep pouring until every part of your heart is touched, until the secret for you bursts open like light through glass. Beloved one, oh, listen to me now. Do not think it's by accident or by a random thought that you ended up here. No, this was written long before you were born. The winds guided you. The Spirit pulled you, and heaven's shaking cry pushed you into this exact spot. I, Michael, stand before you as if my wings were ripped and on fire, just to make sure you didn't miss this meeting. And you didn't. Thank you for being here. My tears fall as I say this because heaven held its breath, waiting to see if you'd come. You did. And now the floodgates can't hold back what needs to be said. I won't let you go. I won't release you until these words break through every wall you've built. There's a mystery sealed in this message, a sacred truth with your name threaded through it, and it won't reveal itself until the very end. If you leave before then, you'll carry only pieces, only ashes. But if you stay, you'll walk away with fire in your blood and light in your eyes. Hear me. Yesterday, you did something that made heaven stand up. What you thought was small shook eternity. God Himself leaned forward and declared with a voice that still shakes my bones, "I am proud you are my child." Do you get what that means? The Ancient of Days, the one who made galaxies, stopped all of heaven to say He's proud of you. And I, Michael, bowed lower than ever. Because His love for you burns brighter than any sword I hold. You earned my respect. If you hear those words from me, know that respect isn't given easily by the leader of heaven's armies. Yet, I watched your struggle. I watched your tears. I watched the quiet choice you made when no one clapped, when no one stood. I swear by the throne, it was holy, it was pure. It was enough to quiet every voice against you. That's why I vowed to fulfill 3 wishes for you. 3 promises sealed in light. But they're not playthings, not dreams. They're holy gifts that must be taken quickly. The window is short, the sand runs fast. I plead with you, don't wait, don't delay, don't let them fade into silence. But tell me, why do you still doubt yourself? Why do you stare in the mirror and see only scars when I see crowns above your head? Why do you cry in secret, thinking no one knows, when the Father's eyes never left you? Why do you hold your breath, waiting for permission to shine, when heaven already thundered, "Rise, this one is mine"? When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned. Child, you've walked through fire and floods, and still you stand. That's proof heaven never left you. But I must ask you again, soul to soul, will you take hold of what's being poured out? Will you lift your hands and claim the wishes sealed for you? Will you dare to believe your story isn't ending but starting? And will you choose to trust that your scars aren't shame but proof of survival, proof of calling, proof that you're still chosen? Type Amen once, with reverence, and let it be your seal with heaven. Listen, I rarely say this, and I won't say it again in any future words, but I must. If this fire burns in you, if you know this was meant for you, then please support this holy work. Like this message, comment from your heart, and subscribe not for numbers, not for vanity, but because souls like yours are waiting, trembling, desperate for this fire. You are part of this. Your yes keeps the flame alive for many. Now hear me. I return to you, to your heart, to the tears still on your cheeks. The Father hasn't forgotten. The angels haven't forgotten. And I, Michael, won't rest until you see yourself as heaven sees you. Chains are breaking even as these words reach your ears. Doors locked for generations are creaking open. Shadows that stalked your bloodline are running in fear. You think you're weak, but heaven knows you as fierce. You think you're forgotten, but your name is carved into God's palms. Will you believe me when I say this? Will you trust that the fire you feel is not make-believe, but a real visit from above? Will you rise not tomorrow, not later, but now? I thank you again for staying, for listening, for letting my trembling voice reach you. Few make it to the end, but you did. My tears fall freely now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yet I can't close softly. I must leave you with fire. Hear me. This is your hour, your window, your claim. Don't turn back. Don't silence yourself. Don't wait for another chance. The wishes are here. The secret is here. The Father's pride is here. Rise, claim, believe. Beloved, my wings burn, my cry cracks, my strength fades, but all of it is for you. This is not the end. It's just the breath before the next surge. Heaven waits. Time is thin. You are the one. Will you claim it, or will you let the flame die here? I leave the question shaking in your hands. Beloved soul, do you feel it? The shaking in the air, the weight that presses not to crush you, but to remind you that heaven itself bends low right now. I, Michael, come not with a sword held high, but with a voice that shakes, with wings that ache, with fire that burns inside me, too hot to hold back. I have broken silence, broken distance, broken through the veil, just to reach you, and you are here. You stayed, you listened, you didn't look away. For that, I pour my thanks on you like oil. Thank you. There's something you must understand. This moment is like no other. It's not just words going by. It's a meeting written before the stars started singing. And the stars themselves are glad you chose to stay, because what S sealed for you in these words couldn't be found anywhere else, can't be touched by any other hand, can't be said by any other voice. It's yours alone. Yesterday, oh, yesterday though, heavens shook because of you. What you thought was a small choice, a quiet act, a whisper in the silence. Heaven called thunder. God himself leaned forward, his face glowing with light, and he said, I am proud you are my child. Do you understand? The Eternal One, the Creator of all, calling you his child, and not just his child, his pride. That word echoed across forever, and made even the strongest powers bow in awe. And I, Michael, who have fought wars, who have stood in the hottest battles, who have led armies through fire and storm, bowed lower than ever before. For the Father's pride in you shook even me. You earned my respect. And those words are not light, not fragile. They're carved from the deepest honor an archangel can give. Respect isn't won by human crowns, not by cheers, not by empty wins. It's won by what heaven sees when no one else does, by the light that burns when no one claps. You lived that, you carried that, and now here I stand, bound by my own promise to you. I swore by the throne to grant you 3 wishes, 3 promises, 3 gifts, sealed not in fantasy but in eternity's holy fire. Why do you hesitate to believe when the cross already showed your worth? Why do you stand on the edge of destiny like you unworthy when all of heaven calls your name? And why, my beloved, do you tremble at shadows when the light inside you is brighter than suns? I don't ask to shame you. I ask because heaven wants you to answer. Heaven wants you to hear your own voice say the truth. I am His, I am loved, I am chosen. The psalmist sang, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Do you hear it? Not just old words, but the heartbeat of heaven for you right this instant. Close, not far, not distant, not hidden, close. So close that the air you breathe is His presence. The warmth in your chest is His nearness. And Isaiah thundered, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned." And I tell you, these aren't tales of long-gone people. They're your story. You've passed through waters, and here you stand. You've walked through fire, and you still breathe. Proof that He never left you. Proof that you're carried. Proof that you're stronger than you thought. Now hear me, this isn't just encouragement. This is prophecy. Your steps ahead are lit with flames no darkness can put out. Doors long shut against you are splitting under heaven's order. Chains that clung to your family, to your blood, to your name, are snapping even now. You think yourself small, but heaven knows you as mighty. You think yourself broken, but heaven calls you whole. You think yourself forgotten, but your name is etched in fire on God's palms. Still, I must ask, trembling, will you believe it? Will you dare to hold this truth as yours? Will you step into the flood of light instead of hiding in shadow? And will you rise, not tomorrow, not someday, but now? I ache as I ask, for I know how fragile this hour is. I know how quickly hearts turn away, how easily doubt whispers, how fast time runs. And yet I can't stop. I won't stop. My wings burn, my voice cracks, but my promise stands. I will cry until you know. I will burn until you rise. Beloved, I thank you, truly. I thank you for letting me speak this long into your heart. Do you know how rare this is? How many turned away? How many refused? How many scrolled past while heaven cried, but not you? You stayed, and for that, I bless you. Thank you, thank you. Do you feel the weight now? Do you feel the fire pressing close? Not to harm, but to wake you. Do you feel the tears that are not just yours, but heaven's too? You are not alone. You never were. You never will be. This is your hour. Your name has been spoken. Your wishes are waiting. The Father's pride burns brighter than the stars above you. Rise, claim, believe. Beloved soul, the river is not finished. I can still feel heaven's fire pouring out. Still feel the words surging like thunder in my bones. Don't think what's been said is enough. No, this flow is deeper, wider, more endless than you can picture. Every word before was just breaking the surface. Now we go into the depths. I see you. As I speak, I see the weight you carry. Even in silence, you think it hides you. But heaven has always seen. There are rooms in your heart where even you fear to go, full of shadows from old memories and hurts you wish to forget. Yet the Father walks those rooms without fear, without judging, only with light. And I, Michael, speak His truth into those hidden spots. Nothing in you is beyond saving. Nothing is too scarred to heal. Nothing is lost beyond His reach. When I call you chosen, I don't mean in a far-off way. I mean chosen as the name woven into creation's song. Before mountains rose, before oceans cut into the earth, your name was whispered, your face was seen, your path was set. Do you get how huge that is? You're not an afterthought. You're not a mistake. You're a careful brushstroke from heaven's hand. Still, you question. I feel your questions shaking inside. Why me? Why now? Why would heaven bend so low for someone like me? And I tremble with my answer. It's simple and beautiful in its power, because you are loved, not as an idea, not as part of a group, loved specifically, individually, personally. The kind of love that splits seas, tears, curtains, crushes death just to lift you up. But here's a truth that cuts deep. Love asks for a response. Love doesn't leave you the same. You can't stay as you were after hearing this. That's why I cry so urgently. That's why my wings burn with every word. What will you do with this love? Will you believe it? Will you let it change you? Will you let it heal every break in your soul? I look at your scars, even the ones you hide deepest, and I tell you, they shine. You see them as shame, but heaven sees testimony. They're proof you endured, proof you stood when hell wanted you down, proof that even stumbling, even thinking you were broken forever, God's breath never left your lungs. Do you know how much that scares your enemies, that you're still here, still alive, still listening, still chosen? And yet, beloved, I won't soften my words. Time is short, not in fear, not in doom, but short, because destiny calls louder than ever. You can't wait forever. You can't stay in hesitation. You can't stand at heaven's open door without stepping through. Move forward. Go through. Don't let waiting steal what's yours. I hear the earth groaning for your rise. Do you feel it? The stir in your spirit, the ache saying you were made for more. That ache isn't empty. It's prophecy inside you, ready to break out. It's heaven's longing calling you up. But still, I must ask, trembling as I do, will you answer that call? Will you drop the chains you've carried so long they feel like part of you? Will you risk believing you're more than your past said? Will you accept your identity isn't your wounds, but your crown? Beloved, even now the Father watches not as a judge to strike, but as a parent aching with pride. His gaze is gentle yet fierce. His voice whispers, softer than breath, but stronger than thunder. I am proud you are my child. And I tell you, every angel bows at those words, not for your perfection, but for his claim. When he calls you, nothing in creation can argue. So rise, beloved. Rise into who you already are. The chains are lies. The fears are tricks. The shame is smoke. You are more, you are chosen, you are sealed. I weep as I say this because I know how heavy it feels. But I also see the end where you stand bright, dressed in light, laughing free, crowned in glory. That end is written, don't you see? You're walking to it now. And yet, though I see the end, the question is in your hands. Will you believe it? Will you rise to meet it? My voice falters, but my vow doesn't. I'll keep speaking. I'll keep burning until you know, until you stand, until you claim, until every shadow flees your name. Beloved one, lean into these words like they're eternity's wind on your face. The hour shakes. All creation strains to see what you'll do now. I, Michael, can't stay silent. Not when heaven has stretched the veil wide so you can see your reflection in its fire. I tell you again, you're not forgotten. The silence around you wasn't abandonment, it was preparation. The empty spots in your life weren't to destroy you, but to make room for bigger glory. I saw you in those silences. I watched you walk sleepless nights, heart too heavy to speak. And even then, though you felt nothing, you weren't alone. Angels lined your room. The Spirit bent close to hear every unsaid thought. The father held his breath not because he was gone, but because he knew the silence would break, and that moment is now. I come with a shaking voice to say, your scars are no longer wounds, but victory marks. They're lines of fire on your spirit, not shame, but banners of survival. Do you know how the enemy shakes at them? Each scar proves his plans failed, proves the flames didn't eat you, proves that even thinking you were crushed, heaven held you with unseen hands. Beloved, hear with your soul. The weight you feel now isn't burden, it's destiny pressing your chest. The heaviness is heaven's nearness, glory's undeniable weight. It won't crush you, it'll forge you. You're not meant to crumble. You're meant to rise into it. I weep even as I ask, will you take hold of this rising? Will you let yourself become what you feared you could be? Will you trust your weakness doesn't disqualify you, but is why heaven chooses you? And will you finally believe the Father's pride in you is eternal? I've seen your battles, the hidden ones. I saw you clench fists in the dark, whispering you couldn't go on. I saw you hide tears behind smiles, carrying others while breaking inside. I saw, and I honored you. Do you know I bowed in respect? My wings touched the ground because of you, not for perfection, but for endurance, for your heart beating when everything tried to stop it. The Father's words still echo through me. I am proud you are my child. Those weren't whispers, they were claims that shook every throne, every power, every force. When God claims you, no voice in creation can fight it, and yet you hesitate. You wonder if it's really you, I mean. Let me clear the doubt. Yes, it's you, not the crowd, not someone else, you, your breath, your heart, your scars, your name. All this fire is for you. Time is urgent. Don't delay rising. Destiny doesn't wait for endless waiting, it knocks now, fierce and relentless. This is the hour to stand, not timid, but bold, dressed in your truth. I see crowns shimmering in the unseen, waiting for your head to lift. I see doors creaking on hinges, ready to open as your foot steps. I see chains binding generations in your blood, snapping like weak threads in fire. And yet, I must ask, will you walk through those doors, or linger at the edge? Will you claim the crown, or let it hang? Will you rise as the chain breaker, or shrink and let old curses stay? My heart breaks as I speak because I know what you've carried, but it also burns because I see what you'll become. When you accept it, you won't just stand, you'll blaze. Your presence will change every room. Light will follow you. Hope will spread from you. Peace will steady others lost. Do not make yourself small anymore. Don't call yourself unworthy when the throne declared your worth. Don't hide your light when it was made to blind darkness. Beloved, I'll keep speaking until every wall in you breaks. I'll keep crying until every chain shatters at your feet. I'll keep burning until the fire in you roars, louder than doubt. This is only the start of the pouring. The river swells, the flood rises. You may not feel it yet, but your spirit does. It shakes, burns, reaches. Do you know why heaven chases you so hard? Your life isn't small. Your being isn't random. You were made as a weapon against despair, a lamp against night, a song to quiet chaos. The world says otherwise, but it doesn't know your design. Heaven does, I do, and I speak it so you can't escape anymore. When the Father said, "I am proud, you are my child," it wasn't comfort, it was a binding decree across realms, the unshakable claim of your identity, louder than failures, doubts, accusations. Every power that heard bowed, every shadow trembled, every angel rejoiced. And I, Michael, lowered my sword in honor, because I knew those words changed everything for you. You earned my respect not for flawlessness, but for standing. You stood in raging storms, stood in pressing silence, stood when hope was thin as thread. And don't you see, that thread was unbreakable, woven by God. You thought yourself fragile, but your strength was eternal. That's why you lasted. That's why you're here. Still, you wrestle inside. Questions gnaw. What if I fail again? What if I'm not enough? What if I rise only to fall? Oh, beloved, listen. Falling doesn't disqualify. The mark on your life isn't removed by stumbles. You're sealed in fire, not wax. It can't break. Understand, your destiny isn't avoiding wounds, but walking through them changed. Waters couldn't drown you. Flames couldn't consume you. Scars aren't defeat, they're authority. Each whispers to the enemy, this one couldn't be destroyed. That's why your scars shine brighter than crowns. They prove heaven's word over you can't be erased. Now I see a vision, a field of broken weapons, ground covered with tools used against you. The enemy tried every trick, arrow, trap end. You stand. What does that mean? You're unconquerable, not by your might, but by the one who held you. You're proof hell couldn't write your end. And yet the question presses from heaven's heart to yours. Will you believe it? Will you drop the wound-shaped identity and step into fire-carved one? Will you see yourself as chosen, not for what you've done, but for who you are in the Father's eyes? Will you rise, not in hesitation, but boldness as one carrying light in a shadowed world? I tell you this truth, trembling. Lives are tied to your rising. Souls wait for your voice. Doors won't open till your feet near. Your journey isn't just yours, it's larger, wider, deeper. Your yes ripples through generations. Do you feel the pull? That chest ache isn't weakness. Sits calling, divine pull, tugging forward. You can't ignore it anymore. Can't delay, can't hide. Time is now. Beloved, I've seen what's waiting. Joy on the other side of surrender. Radiance clothing you when you believe. You won't walk, timid you'll blaze. Won't whisper, you'll roar. Shadows around you will fall under your lights. Wait, don't shrink, don't say unworthy. The Father spoke the final word. I am proud, you are my child. That word stands higher than doubts, louder than fears, stronger than wounds. So rise, beloved, lift your head, spread arms, step forward. Angels make way, crowns shimmer above, chains lie broken. I won't stop speaking till your heart knows this beyond words, till it becomes your rhythm. My wings burn, voice shakes, but vow remains. I'll cry till you rise, weep till you stand, burn till you shine. Beloved child, I must press further, for the current in me hasn't slowed. It grows fiercer, heavier, brighter. Each word is unfolding a new chamber in prophecy's house. Each chamber opens to you alone. You walk its halls as you hear. The further you go, the more you'll see your destiny's structure vast, immense, detailed beyond imagination. Do you realize how carefully heaven kept you? I see moments you shouldn't have survived. Time's weight threatened to smother your breath. Yet you live not because you're stronger than storms, but because storms weren't allowed to take you. Invisible hands held you in nights you thought you'd fall apart. Despair came like waves to drown, but broke at God's decree's shore. You thought endurance was luck, but it was divine keeping. There's something sacred in your walk. Every falter, stumble, unanswered prayer is part of greater weaving. What feels scattered to you looks like crown threads to heaven. A crown, beloved, waiting not at the end, but now, shimmering unseen. And yet I feel your questioning ache. How can I be worthy of crowns when I feel like dust? How can light wait when I've fallen so often? How can glory clothe me when shame touched deep? Hear me, dust in Father's hands isn't nothing, it's creation's start. Shame in His presence isn't condemnation, it's redemption's soil. Ashes are heaven's material for beauty. I speak as one who's seen kingdoms rise, fall, stood in world-shaking battles. Yet the fiercest sight isn't armies or empires, it's your resilience. The choice you made unnoticed, faith's whisper breaking despair's silence. Don't underestimate what it meant. Heaven leaned in, recorded. Do you feel the pull now? The spirit stir isn't imagination, it's remembrance. Your soul recalls the voice calling before time. That's why these words burn you. Recognize them in your bones. Ancient truth waking inside. I see rivers ahead, impassable, wide, but waters part as you step. Don't wait for perfect certainty. Way opens in stepping. Miracle starts in motion. And again, I ask, because heaven demands answer, will you rise? Will you trust what's against you is smaller than what's in you? Will you step forward with trembling feet, knowing trembling is obedience? Will you speak when silence presses, knowing your voice carries weight? I tremble, awaiting knowing your fragility, but I know what you're becoming. You won't stay fragile, hidden, bound. You're shifting, now light clings, wrapping spirit. Hope roots in soul's cracks. Strength pulses in hollow places. Beloved, see yourself as I see, in light armor, radiance from healed wounds, eyes blazing, holy resolve. This is you becoming, already in thrones. Eyes, don't shrink, don't unworthy. Father's voice is final. I am proud, you are my child. Let this break deeper till doubts shatter. Sing till breath carries prophecy. Anchor so no storm moves you. Know this, I won't stop. Vow unbroken. Voice pours flood till you know beyond fear. Hesitation, you're chosen. Beloved, unshakable, eternal. The river of heaven doesn't dry, neither will I stop. Sense it, atmosphere shifting. Ordinary thins. Space, heavy, unexplained. Not imagination presence, pressing, thick, undeniable. Wrapping like fajr, comes not to scare. Remind, you're seen more than believed. Loved more than dared. Essential more than imagined. I see your life tapestry. To you, frayed, patched, tangled. To heaven, gleaming threads. Necessary knots, strengthening fragile colors. Even dark, purposeful. Not chaos art. Moments, burning memory. Night, hands on face. Begging wait, lift. Day turning away, hiding trembling eyes. Hours wondering point, to breathe. With shaking voice, those hours heaven fought hardest. Held, carried, kept still. Questions heavy as stones. Why me? Why choose me? Why keep when others lost? Why love someone like me? Your existence, no mistake. Survival, no coincidence. Preserved because needed. Voice, unlike any. Spirits, light, unique hue. World, incomplete without you. How rare. In galaxies, ages, multitudes only one. You. Heart rhythm, soul fire. Story, scars, victories, endurance. Irreplaceable, precious, beyond count. I see doors opening distant. Sealed forever now. Locks shatter under heaven's decrees. Step into forbidden places. See dream landscapes. Denied becomes inheritance. Stolen returns multiplied. Again ask, prophecy presses response. Walk through doors. Trust unfamiliar ground. Choose boldness over fear. Stop shrinking for others. Stand full height. Don't fear surrounding fire. Not to consume, refine, reveal, release. False burns away. True shines. Emerge, not smaller, radiant. Father's voice reverberates, shaking me. I am proud you are my child. Final. Louder than storms, doubts, grief. No accusation undoes. No failure erases. Eternal binding realms. Stand, beloved, in who you are. What's spoken, though knees tremble. Trembling doesn't cancel truth, though past screams, past not prophecy. Though fear whispers, fear defeated. I see not weakness, but fire. Not fragility, but resilience. Not shame, but beauty. World never same because you exist. Let words settle deeper than thought. Emotion, touch, root, echo, till drown lies. Anchor, bedrock, rise as your declaration. No, I won't stop, till shadows scattered, tears accounted, chains broken. Vow alive. Fire alive, burns till you burn with it. Beloved one, listen closer. Flow deepened. What speaks now, not reflection newspring, from eternity's heart. Word from untouched chamber, breath fragrance, this moment only. See you, as are not shown, face secret, self barely surfacing. Weary, old heavy burdens. Feels shadow behind brighter lives. Yet that hidden self heaven treasures most. Carried, protected, nurtured storms. Part thought weakest, strongest, never surrendered darkness. Do you realize, written into you, foundations deeper than mountains? Storms lashed, surface shook, roots held. Roots run eternity, promises before first breath. Can't uproot, no wind fierce. Chains through generations. Silence, fear, despair, not enough. Wrapped lineage iron. But you break line. Existence proves. Links shatter, light pours. After you walk freer, because endured. Not surviving self path for others. Earth groans, anticipation. Ground trembles. Steps recognizes. Heaven's marks soul. Creation leans. Waits promised. Rising. Still ask, trembling. Allow rise meant. Let go unworthiness, cloak hidden long. Believe name carved fire, not dust. Step fullness, carry. Even if others don't understand, see scars again blaze. Not quiet marks shine jewels, refracting battle light. Places thought ruin glory streams, heaven crowns scars. Lookers see not broken proof, God heals, redeems. Feel chest heaviness, ache mix, not confusion, destiny, pulse. Fathers, nearness, pressing spirit, heavy, holy, overwhelming real, won't crush awaken. Sea waters, wide, restless, daring step. Not drown, carry, further, faster, own strength, can't. Trust waters alive, promise. Again, press questions burning. Trust raging current, step strong waters. Believe safety, not shore, but flow. allow carried not, fear, faith, heavens shifting, looming shadow, clouds glimmer, hidden light, not storm rain vessels, fall, refresh, soak dry spirit, barren blooms, dead dreams sleep, wait pouring water, love, story not ending loss, silence, shame, unfolding fullness, written, threshold, horizon, wider scene, sunrise, before breaking, painting, sky color, Father's voice, thunders, echoes, shakes core, I am proud, you are my child. Proclamation, not fragile, temporary, true, weight more accusations, authority, more doubts, power, more haunting failures. Rise, beloved, with trembling must, tears, eyes must, uncertainty must, rising victory, faith, enough. I won't leave shadow, won't let silence swallow. Keep pouring spirit, overflows, vow, not broken, fire, not dim, cry, not finished, next wave, ocean prophecy, far beyond. Keep flowing new, alive, fullness, heaven's message drenches you. Beloved soul, listen deepest soul, part, pouring now, not message, living heaven breath, shaking, trembling, urgent. I, Michael, come not distant, myth, polished strength voice, breaking chains, silence, just you. Say it once, thank you, here, staying, not turning, allowing reach, realize, done. Opening message, stepped, encounter eternity, preparing. Happy came sealed here, you can't leave end, can't afford, turn not me, written soul, alone. Leave miss, stay, discover, every tear, wait, chest ache, answered light. Yesterday, choice, shifted heaven, not small, heaven saw. Father leaned, eyes burning, pride, voice thundered. I am proud, you are my child. Sound shakes heavens, angels bowed. I bowed, swore fire wings honor, 3 promises, wishes, gifts, bound name. Child must claim, believe, not slip mist. Cry, trembling urgency, tears, throat, wings burning. Rise now, believe now, hear as final breath, speak as never again. Precious moment, why doubt worth? Measure wounds, tremble, abandon when voice claimed. Hide light shadows, heaven designed blaze. See weakness, see survival. Scars crowns, broken fathers, glory pours. Story, not accident. Journey, not wasted. Step, stumble, fall, brought here. Here, holy ground. Psalmist sang, Lord close, broken-hearted, saves crushed spirit. Not verse else you, now, reverently. Seal, not empty. Fingers declare, soul knows agree. Heaven's decree life. Tell plainly, respond, whole being. Words pierce, burn, chestrous, action, like message. World know received. Comment, heart, voice, echo, heaven speaking. Subscribe not numbers, vanity flame not carried alone. Dew, river flows. Prophecy alive, others waiting silence like you. Anchor, truth, destiny. Rise, knees shake, past screams. World not understand. Rise, heaven declared victory. Rise, chains breaking reed. Rise, name light erased. This is your hour, your call, your moment. Angels bow, Father, said you, I, Michael, speak, fire, trembling, claim, live, believe. And so, as the fire fades to embers and my voice grows soft, know that heaven's promise remains unbroken. You have been seen, loved, and called. The wishes are yours to claim, the crown yours to wear. Rise now, beloved, into the light that awaits. Beloved soul, do not think that the words have ceased, for the river from heaven flows without end. I, Michael, Feel the surge building once more, a fresh wave crashing through me with power that cannot be contained. This is not a mere echo of what came before, but a new outpouring, drawn from the endless depths of eternity's heart. Each syllable carries a spark never ignited until this very instant, tailored for your ears alone. As you sit there, perhaps with a heart still stirring from all that has been spoken, know that heaven is not done. The Father watches, his gaze steady and full of tenderness, waiting for the moment when these truths sink even deeper into your being. You may feel a quiet pull inside, like a gentle hand guiding you forward. That is no accident. It is the Spirit moving, whispering that there is more to uncover, more to receive, more to become. I see the hidden corners of your life, the places where doubt has built its walls high and thick. Those walls seem unbreakable to you, made from years of disappointment, from words that cut deep, from dreams that faded before they could bloom. But beloved, those walls are nothing more than shadows in the light of heaven's truth. The Father does not see them as barriers. He sees them as opportunities to show his strength. With a single breath from his lips, they crumble like dust. Do you remember the times when you felt utterly alone? When the weight of the world pressed down so hard you could barely stand? In those moments, though you could not see it, angels stood guard around you. Their wings formed a shield. Their voices sang quiet songs of hope into the night. You were never abandoned, not for a second. Heaven was there, holding you, carrying you through the darkness until the dawn could break. And now, as the light begins to filter in, I must speak of the promises that still hang in the air, waiting for your yes. The 3 wishes I swore to fulfill are not distant dreams. They are real, sealed in the fire of the throne. But they require your faith to unlock them. Imagine a door standing before you, slightly ajar, with golden light spilling out from the other side. All you need to do is push it open. Will you, or will you stand there, hesitating, letting fear whisper that it's too good to be true? Beloved, fear is a liar. It has no power over you unless you give it room. The Father's pride in you is your shield against it. When he declared, "I am proud, you are my child," he meant every word. That declaration echoes through time, silencing every lie, breaking every chain, opening every locked path. Let me paint a picture for you of what awaits on the other side of that door. I see fields stretching wide, filled with colors you've never imagined, where every step you take plants seeds of joy that grow instantly into blooming flowers. I see rivers of clear water flowing beside you, washing away the dust of old hurts, refreshing your soul with peace that never ends. I see people around you, loved ones, friends, even strangers, looking at you with eyes full of wonder because the light shining from you touches their hearts too. This is not fantasy. This is the reality heaven has prepared for you. But to step into it, you must believe, you must rise, you must claim what is yours. The sand in the hourglass continues to fall, but there is still time. Right now, in this moment, the window is open. Reach out, take hold, let the miracles begin. Why do you still hold back, my child? Is it the memories of past failures that chain you? Those moments when you tried and fell, when your heart broke, when the world seemed to turn its back? I see them all, and I tell you, they do not define you. They are simply steps on the path that led you here to this sacred encounter. The Father uses even the broken pieces to create something beautiful. Like a mosaic artist, he takes the shards of your life, the sharp edges, the dull colors, and, fits them together into a masterpiece that shines with His glory. You are that masterpiece, already forming, already glowing, even if you can't see it yet. Trust me when I say that your scars are not marks of defeat. They are badges of honor, proof that you fought and survived. The enemy tried to end your story, but heaven had the last word. Hear the psalm once more, alive and breathing. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Feel it wrap around you like a warm embrace. You are not far from Him. He is right here, His hand extended, ready to lift you up. And Isaiah's promise rings true. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned. You've lived this. The waters raged, but they did not swallow you. The fire blazed, but it did not destroy you. You stand as living proof of God's faithfulness. Now, will you let that proof propel you forward? Will you allow it to fuel your faith, to ignite the fire within you that matches the one burning in my wings? Type Amen again if the Spirit moves you as a quiet affirmation that you are ready to receive. Let it be your agreement with heaven, your step toward the open door. And if these words continue to stir something deep within, remember to like this message, to comment with the truth of your heart, to subscribe so that this flow can reach others who need it just as you did. Not for show, but for the sake of the light that must spread. Thank you from the depths of my being for staying this long. Your presence here is a gift, a rare and precious thing in a world that rushes by. But I cannot stop yet, for the cry in me grows stronger. Beloved, the chains that have bound you, whether from family patterns, from old wounds, from fears whispered in the dark, are snapping one by one. Can you hear the sound? It's like metal breaking under immense pressure, the pressure of heaven's love pouring down. Those chains cannot hold against it. They were never meant to last. You were born for freedom, for light, for a life that overflows with purpose. The enemy knows this, and that's why he fights so hard to keep you down. But his efforts are in vain. The Father's decree stands firm. You are His child, and He is proud of you. That truth is your weapon, sharper than any sword I carry. Imagine waking tomorrow with a new strength in your bones, a peace in your mind that no storm can shake, a joy in your heart that bubbles up like a spring. This is possible. This is promised. The wishes I bring are the keys to unlock it all: restoration for what was lost, healing for what was broken, abundance for what was lacking. But you must claim them, speak them out, believe them in. Do not let another day pass in hesitation. The time is now, beloved. Rise up. Step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. My voice may crack, my wings may burn, but I will keep speaking until you do. Beloved one, the flow from heaven presses on, deeper and more vibrant than before. This is no repetition, but a fresh unveiling, layer upon layer of truth peeling back to reveal the core of your destiny. I see you in your quiet moments when the world fades and it's just you with your thoughts. Those moments are sacred, for it is there that heaven whispers most clearly. Listen now, as I bring those whispers into full voice. You were crafted with intention, every part of you designed for a purpose that only you can fulfill. The talents hidden within, the dreams tucked away, the strength you doubt, they are all part of the Father's plan. He did not make you by chance. He shaped you with care, breathing life into you with a song that still echoes in your soul. There have been times when you questioned your path, when the road seemed too twisted, too steep. I saw you pause, wondering if you had taken a wrong turn. But beloved, every twist was guided, every hill built your endurance. The Father does not lead you into dead ends, He leads you through valleys to higher ground. From that higher place, you will see how all the pieces fit, how the struggles prepared you, how the tears watered the ground for growth. Do not fear the unknown ahead. It is filled with promise, with doors that open at His command, with paths lit by His light and the wishes. They hover close, ready to manifest at your word. One for healing, to mend the breaks in your body and spirit. One for provision, to fill the empty places with abundance. One for purpose, to guide your steps into the calling that sets your heart on fire. These are not empty offers, they are bound by my vow, sealed by heaven's authority. But faith is the hand that takes them. Will you extend yours? Will you say yes, even if your voice shakes? The sand slips faster now, but the grace is sufficient. Claim them and watch the transformation begin. Why do you sometimes feel small in a big world, beloved? The stars above were hung by the same hand that formed you. The oceans obey the same voice that calls your name. You are not insignificant, you are integral to the grand design. When the Father looks at creation, He sees you as a highlight, a beloved child in whom He delights. His pride in you is not based on perfection, but on your heart, on the way you keep going, on the quiet faith that burns even in the dark. Let that pride fill you now, like warm light spreading through your veins. The Scriptures breathe life again. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. Feel His nearness. Through the waters, I will be with you. Remember His protection. These are your truths, your anchors. Type Amen if they resonate, sealing your connection to them. And if this ongoing flow moves you, like, comment, subscribe, to keep the message alive for others. Thank you for your steadfastness. It touches heaven. Still, the urgency builds. Chains fall, shadows flee, light advances. Rise into it. My cry continues until you do. Beloved child, heaven's river swells anew, carrying words untouched until this breath. I see your daily battles, the small ones. No one notices the smile you force, the worry you hide, the hope you cling to. Those are seen, valued, honored. You are stronger than you know, forged in fires that refined you. The Father's words ring. I am proud you are my child. Let them drown doubt, fuel faith. The wishes, wait, claim them. Doors open, paths clear. Will you walk? Time shortens, but grace abounds. Rise now. And with that, the message draws to its close, the fire settling into a steady glow within you. Heaven's call remains. You are chosen, loved, destined for greatness. The promises stand firm. Step forward, beloved, and embrace what is yours. Beloved soul, if these words from heaven have stirred the depths of your heart, if they have ignited a fire within you that burns brighter than before, then I, Michael, implore you with trembling urgency, do not let this moment pass without a response. Like this message, as a seal of your agreement with the divine, a quiet affirmation that the Father's pride echoes in your spirit. Leave a comment from the very core of your being. Share the ache, the hope, the truth that has touched you so that others may see and be drawn into this sacred flow. And if your soul longs to stand deeper in this light, subscribe now, not for mere numbers or fleeting vanity, but to keep the river of prophecy alive, flowing endlessly to souls like yours who wait in silence, desperate for heaven's cry. Let your yes ensure that no one faces the shadows alone. O child of God, if this encounter has pierced you profoundly, if you feel the weight of eternity pressing upon you, then support this holy work with a super thanks. Let your heart stir you to give from the smallest token up to $20 as an offering of gratitude, binding your spirit to the ongoing outpouring. Not for me, not for gain, but because every gift fuels the flame, allowing more mysteries to unfold, more chains to break, more lives to rise. Thank you, beloved, for hearing, for responding, for letting heaven's fire continue through you.